Up, everyone? Zonoma here once again with the runny nose, answering another question from the League of Legends NA Facebook group that you can and you should join it. Awesome community back there, and it's a question from I don't remember who, but it was not a huge question. He was just asking for some advice on how to get better at CSing. So I thought I was gonna do a video about it. So when I started League of Legends, story time with Zenobra. When I started League of Legends, I was really bad at League of Legends. I climbed to level 30. I started to be bronze, then silver, then gold, and then I got quickly to diamond. But it's like I learned so much from season to season, and I feel like farming is one of the thing I am most proud of. I mean, my farming is not perfect. I'm not saying this. Like, don't just look at my lulking and say, "Oh, look at this game. We farm like shit." But it's something that I feel I can really teach you things because a lot of people, when I'm used to playing at LAN Cafe, they used to tell me I suck at farming in a very friendly way, and there's so much to it. Okay, so basically, farming is it's the way to get gold very safely. It's the thing we do in the first minutes of the game and all throughout the game. We talk about last hitting, we talk about wave clearing, we talk about all some sort of thing, or we talk about farming jungle as an AP mid laner. We talk about all of this, and basically, there's I'll say three things you need to know about improving your CS. The first one is focus on last hitting. Okay, you need to practice your last hitting, and you need to focus on it. It means that a lot of people they miss CS by wanting to push fast. They use their spells without even knowing what damage is gonna cost, and they panic and they hit, and they just don't even pay attention to last hitting sometimes. It's really important that you keep last hitting because it doesn't put you in jeopardy or any danger because you're not pushing the lane. You're just taking the last hit out of the game, out of the minions, making you like granted gold and everything. I mean, you know how it works, right? So last hitting is really important. What I would suggest how to improve your last hitting is to practice every game. I used to do it a lot. I don't do it a lot anymore because I feel I'm comfortable, except in my very first game. Every time I play my very first game, I just it's so frustrating. My last hits are not on point on my very first game of the day. Every time I play, but it's okay. My habits, it's like a bike, like whatever. And then it comes back, and I don't have any problem. What I would suggest you to do, and it sounds really dumb, I used to do that. I used to go in ARAMs, and I used to pick Zilean with no masteries, with no AD runes, with nothing, and just practice my last hitting with the worst attack animation of the game. My personal first, you can try Fiddlestick, it's pretty funny as well, or Anivia. Those are the three you can try with to practice your last hits. And as long as you, like, let's say you practice till you try to get 100 farm before 15 minutes, okay, or like 13 minutes. Let's say 13 minutes. Like, give yourself challenges and decrease the time, but try to hit the benchmark of 100 farm. That's really important. So, and basically, because it's the worst animation of the games, no offense, Riot, and because you're gonna just do it, you're gonna miss a lot, and you're gonna get better. Last hitting with an ADC, last hitting with a decent ADC AP that can last it like Orianna, or Syndra, whatever you like, it's gonna look so easy, and you're gonna take an edge very quickly. You're gonna last it perfectly. You're not gonna miss a CS, and it's gonna be great. Always remember that 2 waves of creep is almost the equivalent of 1 kill. Okay, so this is transitioning to the second tip I have for improving your last hitting and your overall CSing. The number two thing that I see, that I used to see on my students, and that I used to see, that I see a lot on people's game when you send me your games, guys, or when I watch my friend that are lower elo than me, is that they don't focus on farming that much, and then they expect to have a higher farm than they have. It's really weird, but it happens a lot. And the reason for that is that you guys focus too much on winning lane. Like your ego, I don't know what it is, but you really want to win the lane so bad that you focus everything, all your mana, all your energy, all your focus on harassing your enemy out of lane so he can back or getting a kill. But to be honest, again, 2 wave of farm is a kill, an equivalent of gold. Not an experience, I agree. Taking a kill is also about denying experience and gold, but risking so much energy, so risking getting ganked, risking all that thing, all that greediness is just not worth it. Just do it little by little. Poke when you don't have a last hit to take. Organize yourself, okay? It's like, I have a last hit right now, I'm gonna last it. The enemy has a last hit. I'm gonna poke him or her, whatever he plays or she plays. But you get the point, right? It's like the ADC. When you play ADC, like you last it first, and when you don't have anything to last it, you pressure your enemy so he can last it, okay? And you control your minions' health, you control enemies' minion health, and you play on that. And you will see that you not like you need to know, like, this is so crucial. Like, you need to know when to poke, you need to know when to farm, you need to know when to ward, for example. Don't just exit the lane when the waves are clearing each other's, and just don't leave the lane to ward like this when you're supposed to farm, except if you expect a very, very imminent gank. If like you have pings everywhere, danger, whatever, make sure you ward, of course, but don't just ward out of nowhere in the middle of the lane when the cannon is about to die. Like, this is literally wasting 40 gold, and it's kind of a waste. So, moving on to number 3. Number 3 is kind of meh compared to 1 and 2, but it's still important. You're not obligated to do it. It's something for more advanced player, I'll say. But, and I talk a lot about mid lane, but like when you're in the mid lane, okay, and you farm, and let's say you push the wave, you don't have anything to do, right? And this is when a lot of people do not know what to do. So you just wait here, and you don't know what to do. So you have things to do, bro, and you can farm the jungle, you can farm the scuttler. You have so much other things to do, or you can even roam and gank on another lane, tax a few creep, and go back to your lane. It's not the best advice. You don't want to just farm in other people's lane. That's super annoying. You don't want to farm the jungle when the jungle is about to take it, but still, you still want to do this thing. And when you push, you can rather do that, or take your time to control the vision, place your ward wherever you want to place it, and not just like lazily just like place it in the nearest bush so you feel safe, but you're not actually safe. So that's really important. So those were the 3 tips. So remember that. Practice your last hitting before your session of League of Legends, okay? Really important. Just it's gonna last 10 to 15 minutes. Get a benchmark, set a goal, and try to respect it. Pick Fiddlestick, Anivia, or Zilean. Second is that you need to manage when you poke and when you farm in your lane phase. It's really important, okay? And third, you need to know what to do when the lane is pushed and you don't know what to do. Like, you can jungle, you can place your ward and everything. But you might say, so no, bro, you're not done here with the video. What do I do after the lane phase? The thing is that after the lane phase, there's a lot of situation, and a lot of it is different. But always remember that it's not because you're in team fight that you just need to follow your team. Always. Like, you don't always have to follow your team. You always have to keep up with gold per minute. Gold per minute is very important. It allows you to have your items and keep up with the enemy team, because, I mean, you can be here for every team fight. You can just follow your team around, but if you don't have items, you don't have impact. So this is also good management. The same management as should I poke or should I farm is should I farm or should I be with my team because a team fight is about to happen. Is your team at Baron? Do they need help? Stop farming. You should probably go. Is your team trying to take a tier 2 turret and you're just farming in your mid lane? You should probably move or push the mid lane so you can put pressure. All that is decision making that you're going to learn by playing a little more game. You remember that my number 1 advice for improving League of Legends is to play more, and you need to play more to understand the situation. I can't just explain it to you. You're going to understand when it doesn't make sense to farm and when it makes sense to help your teammates in a situation where they need you. I hope this helped, guys. I mean, this was a quick tip. I saw this question on the League of Legends group, League of Legends NA group on Facebook. I thought it was interesting, and I thought I will share my knowledge with you about this subject. If you like this video, don't forget to share it, drop a big fat thumbs up, and go ahead and visit www.learnall.com for more educational content. And I am Zonobra, and I'm out. Thank you so much for watching.